It's an interesting start to day 8. My two boys that were coming in missed the turn on the trail, and so they wound up bushwhacking it all last night. Or it rained, they're cold, they're wet. Fortunately for satellite communication, we have the ability to communicate with each other by a text thread anyway. So instead of hunting my big elk this morning, I am heading to fetch them in to camp, where we'll light a big fire and see if we can warm them up. And that big bull will have to wait till this evening, I guess. Found my sons. There's Dave. He's drying out. There's Mark. They spent the night tentless in the mountains when it was raining. But they're alive, and so we're drying them out, and everything looks good. It's lunchtime, so we're going to do the taste test that I promised you guys earlier. So I've got 3 brands of biscuits and gravy. And we're gonna cook them all up and then pass them around and determine which one is best. Dave's gonna talk a little bit about the Foundation Outdoors first.
So yeah, I mean, you can see the big chunks of what looks like were actually biscuits. That looks just like dried biscuit. Obviously all the gravy and everything's already in there, but
what I like about that one that Dave's holding is all the pieces seem very uniform, which tells me an even cook. Similar, you have this is the Mountain House one. A little less uniform and also all the same color, which is an interesting thing, whereas that has
this is similar to the other one, but a little smaller.
This one, what brand is this?
That's Peaks.
This is like full-on actual biscuits.
Which I actually like.
I like, but I worry about how it'll cook. So we'll see. We'll see.
That's a good point.
Mark is stirring his Mountain House version of the biscuits and gravy, and their directions were stir it
again for 4 more minutes.
Let it sit for 4 minutes, and then stir again and let it sit for 5 minutes.
Not super appetizing looking, but I just got a little taste of the flavor and it was all right.
Okay. So the other 2 are the Foundation Outdoors, which is right there, and you'll see it's laying on its side. It did not have a moisture absorbing little packet in there that the other 2 did that had to be discarded. If you ever make the mistake of pouring in your water on top of that moisture absorbing packet, it may ruin your meal. So that's one of the things about Foundation that you don't have to worry about. Instead of stirring the Foundation, you just put in the water and lay it on its side and wait for 10 minutes. And once your 10 minutes is up, then you open it up, stir it up, and eat it. And then the 3rd brand is Peaks. They ask for an initial stir and then let it sit for I think it's 9 minutes, 10 minutes, and then you stir again and eat. So those are the directions differences between these 3 brands.
All 3 so far seem to have not absorbed enough water. Now we're not clocking it with a stopwatch, so I don't know if they were in 10 minutes or not, but they're all very soupy. Trying out this Foundation Outdoors biscuits and sausage gravy. You might even see some gravy already in my beard because I've eaten about half of it. And guys, if you've tried some of the other hiking, kind of backpacking meals, the freeze-dried stuff. Give this a try. I love biscuits and gravy. This is hitting the spot. Give it a whirl.
Back on it. Well, after 8 days in the woods, there's a few things that I think I've learned, and I want to chronicle them here. One of them is when you've got the ability to glass for an extended period of time, 8-10 minutes at a time, 15 minutes at a time, maybe even 20 minutes at a time, you're able to discover little subtleties in the topography, in the landscape, that at first you probably would have missed. Things like little areas of flat or gentle slope amidst an area that you thought was just straight up. Places that could hold animals, or that animals might like to hang out, even though the overall topography wouldn't be someplace that they'd want to stay all the time. And along with that, I gained an appreciation of the use of topographical maps on my Go Hunt application. I used to think, gee whiz, why would you need a topographical map when you can use the satellite map or the hybrid that has some topographical stuff on it? But I found on this hunt, after being, out here at 10,000 feet and down as low as maybe 8,500 feet, that knowing the subtleties of the topography as delivered to you in a topographical map can really make life a little bit easier in terms of figuring out where to go and how to get there. I learned that dried mango is a terrific snack. Boy, oh boy, I brought a lot of it with me, but I should have brought more. It's that good. I learned that you can be very satisfied with these freeze-dried meals over an extended period of time. They're quite delicious. I'm particularly fond of the Foundation Outdoors brand that seems to be sized a little bit better. The pouches are sized a little bit easier to pack. You get more in for less space, lighter weight. Easier to use in a lot of ways. So I really like the Foundation Outdoors stuff. Planning. You almost can't plan well enough. And especially understanding that there will be curveballs thrown your way, and you're going to have to adjust to them. And then finally, I learned probably that, for a 72-year-old guy, I'm pretty capable of being out here for an extended period of time. I can go up and down the hills. I can't go as fast as my younger counterparts, especially uphill, but I can get there, and I can hang with them on the flats and the downhill, certainly. And that's gratifying to know. But I also recognize that since I started hunting at age 64, now being 72, that I don't have the spryness that I did at 64. And so I'm worried about how long I can keep doing this, as much as I enjoy it. And then a couple other little things. Don't leave elk to find elk. We did that in one of the earlier days of the trip, and that was a mistake. And then in September, in particular, respect the north slope, the north faces of hillsides. First few days did a lot of hunting on not north faces and didn't see anything. My best encounter was about 45 yards from a really nice 6x6 bull who wound up winding me, but I played the north side of the hill and paid off. So with one day to go, I'm going back up there and play that north side again.